Hello there! Today I decided not to be talking about books. I'm going to be talking about my current favorite TV shows. I'm a big television, Netflix person, and I feel like I need to share this part of my life with you, so please come in. So these are the shows that I always watch, have kept up with, or have recently binged, except binging for me takes 6 months. Anyway, let's just get started. So my all-time favorite show, for the longest time it has been Grey's Anatomy. I have every season in DVD. I acknowledge that it is beyond its peak and will probably never return. I was hoping that it would end at season 12. I've always felt a special connection to Grey's Anatomy because every grade that I've been in, Grey's Anatomy is always on the same season, so I always know what season they're on. It's stupid, but whatever. Season 12 would have been a great time to stop, I'm just saying. My favorite season of Grey's has got to be season... I don't know if I should say 2 or 3, but I also love season 5. My two favorite parts of Grey's Anatomy, it's kind of weird, it's the music that they use. I find some of my favorite songs from Grey's Anatomy. They used to always use indie artists because it would represent the doctors who are interns there. It follows the story of these interns who then become legit surgeons at this hospital, and then they start using more mainstream music, which I thought was amazing. I watched a talk from one of the editors one time and it was so cool. And the other thing is just the speeches that the characters give sometimes, the dialogue, it's so emotional. It's excellent drama. I love Grey's Anatomy so much. Grey's has been my shit forever. I also do love Scandal. Scandal is not always my favorite, but there are definitely times where can't stop watching. Season 2 of Scandal for me was definitely the best. What I'm watching right now on Netflix is season 2 of Jane the Virgin. I watched season 1 a couple months ago. And let me tell you, if you haven't watched this show, Jane the Virgin is about this girl. She's Mexican Catholic. She promised her grandmother at a very young age that she would not have sex until she gets married. So one day she just goes in for a routine pap smear and she gets accidentally artificially inseminated and gets pregnant. Turns out the father is this rich hotel owner who's really hot. So much crazy stuff happens in the show, and the way that it's done, there's this narrator who's just hilarious. It's sort of told in telenovela style, sometimes it'll get really dramatic, and the main actress, Gina Rodriguez, she is just so fun to watch. She's so natural. There's so much raw emotion and just humanity in the way that she portrays Jane. Team Raphael. The show that I just finished watching, I promise I have a life outside of watching Netflix. But it's summer. Maybe you've heard of it. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend Season 1. It's on Netflix now. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is a musical comedy and it's genius and the best thing in the world. I really don't want to say much else about it. I think you really just need to watch it. It is so smart. The tiniest moments in the show turn into these big, crazy musical numbers. The main character and her relationship with other people and its portrayal of Southern California, I think, is just the most hilarious thing in the world. Honestly, what you're picturing, if you haven't seen it or don't know anything about it, it's totally off. This show will pull you in. Rachel Bloom is the main actress on it. She won a Golden Globe just for season 1. Thank you to all of the booktubers who watch this show and indirectly forced me to watch it. The next show, this is one that I watch with my family. We watched it since season 1 and it's Modern Family. Continuously smart, continuously quick and funny, touching moments, beautiful scenes. If you haven't watched Modern Family, just give it a shot. Who has not watched Modern Family at this point? It's funny because the actors who play the kids and are sort of my age, they've grown up so much on the show, and if you watch them in season 1, they're supposed to be 12, but they look like babies. It's so crazy to watch how the kids on that show have grown up so much, even Lily, but mostly Luke and Manny, and even Alex a little bit. When I see an old episode, it is so weird. Another show that was on TV this past year, Scream Queens. Scream Queens is a show by Ryan Murphy, who did Glee and has done a bunch of films like The Normal Heart. He's a genius. He is literally everything I want to be, and his creative style I really admire. So Scream Queens is sort of a dark comedy. It's similar to Glee in the way that it always pushes a joke a little bit more than you would expect in a show like that. Emma Roberts is in it, Leah Michele is in it from Glee, Abigail Breslin, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, which is just so funny. It is a show where people get murdered, but it's the kind of weird that is just addicting. So worth watching if you have not watched Scream Queens. And along those lines, I just started watching this past season, American Horror Story. I watched Hotel for obvious reasons, but now I'm hooked and I want to go back and watch all of the other seasons. This show is so different. It's so dark. I don't even know what to do with this show. I'm excited to watch this upcoming season, but this show is seriously crazy. But I loved it. I love the writing. I love how things unravel throughout the season. That's some of my favorite kind of storytelling, when you have to go back, reevaluate something that happened earlier, and then you get to see what was really going on. And maybe you picked up on something a little earlier that was weird and you're I knew that was off. The way the show is shot, it's very precise. The editing and just the feeling that it gives you, it's perfect. Some of my past favorite shows that I missed, I did watch every single episode of How I Met Your Mother. Breaking Bad, I miss that so much. I started watching Better Call Saul. I gotta get back into that. Those are my current favorite shows. Leave a comment and let me know what show you're excited to come back, or if there are any shows that you're excited to start watching. If any of my favorites are your favorites, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye!